Climed-Fruit Operating Group. Spontaneous plant cover in almond trees. Are you an almond tree farmer and want to contribute to mitigating the effects of climate change? We tell you how to do it in this video through one of the possible crop management methods, a spontaneous plant cover. The agricultural sector is a significant player in the fight against the effects of climate change, as agricultural soils play a very important role in sequestering the excess carbon generated. On the one hand, these covers remove carbon from the atmosphere and, on the other hand, they increase soil organic matter, which increases soil productivity and sustainability. The Climed-Fruit Operating Group, together with the Spanish Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food, developed recommendations for sustainable agronomic practices to improve carbon sequestration. The cultivation of almond trees with spontaneous plant cover is one of the practices analyzed by the Climed-Fruit Operating Group, as carbon sequestration in almond cultivation is strongly influenced by the management carried out. Several studies highlight minimal tillage and a plant cover improve carbon sequestration compared to traditional tillage. Water content was also found to be a determining factor in carbon sequestration. In absolute numbers, 1 hectare of almond trees has a carbon sequestration capacity of 22.24 tons of carbon per year. This practice is implemented by allowing a plant cover to spontaneously grow in the alleys, rows, or slopes of the plantation. Its composition will depend on the soil and climate typology, as well as the previous management of the crop and the surrounding ecosystem. It is recommended that the cover is managed using mainly cutting implements or very shallow tillage and always leaving the plant residues on the surface. Sheep or goats can also be used for cover control, providing at the same time additional nutrients to the soil. This practice is only recommended during the winter dormancy, since these animals also graze the lower branches. Living cover or its residues should be present throughout the year. The major drawback of using plant covers is competition for resources, especially water and nutrients. In this sense, the most efficient covers are those whose vegetative cycle is opposite to that of the almond tree. It is also important that the farmer reduces tillage, as this will prevent the degradation of organic matter, uses organic fertilizers, such as green manure from the cover residues, as they increase the organic matter in the soil, and chooses a layout for the alleys intended to grow a plant cover that limits erosion as much as possible. Preferably, vegetation strips should be perpendicular to the line of maximum slope. These are the main benefits of implementing a spontaneous plant cover in almond crops. It increases water distribution, reduces soil erosion and degradation, facilitates crop tillage, increases soil fertility, reduces the risk of pest and disease attacks, helps vegetative control, increases biodiversity of the area, and, finally, increases the crop sustainability.